Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hi there, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, what are we popping open today?
We're popping open a bottle of coriander, except neither of us have this bottle right now, so there won't be a physical popping open. We're just going to pop open a conversation about it.
Yeah, we are. I am almost positive I owned this oil at some point. I think I've owned every oil, but reading up on it, I'm like, oh, I need to get this back in my collection because this oil does a lot of stuff.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I was reading about it too. What is the biggest thing that you read that you're like, I need this one again?
I thankfully don't have a lot of gut health issues, but reading all the gut health issues that it helps with is really cool. And then just even thinking to have it for, my clients that primarily have gut health issues, it would be cool to be able to share it with them. But it does so much more. It even helps with stuff like loss of appetite. So people who are struggling to eat enough, it would be great for that. Body odor, which then makes me wonder, that's like such a random thing because this is a spice oil that this would help with body odor, but apparently it does. And you take it internally, which tells me it's not like you're using it as like a perfume for body odor, but it's actually changing your body chemistry from the inside out, which is always the most effective way. It's good for skin as well.
Yep.
And so
clear complexion specifically, yes.
Yeah. Well, and also itchy skin.
Oh, I didn't read that. Okay.
Yeah. So it definitely seems to be one that does a lot of things.
And you can take this one all three ways. And so when you say taking it internally with a veggie cap, I wonder what this one tastes like now. And I'm super curious because I love cilantro. We've had a conversation about the herb. Sorry, let me be very clear. Don't like cilantro oil taste, but I really like cilantro plant. This is the seed from the cilantro plant. I've used coriander as a spice in the kitchen, but I can't quite remember what the oil tastes like, if it tastes similar to cilantro, the plant, versus the oil. So now I wish that it was in front of me to do that test.
Yeah, and I feel like coriander spice tastes different than cilantro, the plant.
Agreed.
As well. So yeah, I'm super curious about this one.
So digestive issues, yes, it is in Digest Zen as well. So Meg and I were speaking earlier that if you love the benefits of Digest Zen but don't love the scent of it, that some of these individual oils would be a good alternative, this being one of them. I really liked the emotion that went with this one. So in the Essential Emotion book, it talks about that this is the oil of integrity. And it says that it is for the person in need of coriander oil may be trapped in a cycle of serving others while neglecting their own needs. This works specifically with the integrity of one's self. So integrity with oneself means living in connection with what one's spirit urges and directs. How many of us are trapped in just doing stuff for others and not really kind of following our path?
Yeah, just based on that, I'm adding this to my next order. I need more of that in my life. But yeah, this one has a lot of stuff that it can help with that we're not talking about because this is on the interwebs and we can't talk about certain things on the interwebs. But we do have the reference book Matchmaker that's totally free. It's a free download. Go check that out to find out what reference book would work best for you, because you definitely want a reference book if you are regularly using your essential oils. It will open up your world and all the possibilities of what you can do with these oils. And it's so helpful to have a good reference book, whether or not it's the Emotion one that Heather just read from, or like right now, I personally have the Essential Life book open up. And I mean, it's a page full of awesome stuff that we can't talk about. So get yourself a reference book.
Yeah. And these podcasts, we're often talking about what we have used a specific oil or product for and how it works for us. But we always go through our reference books before we jump on so that we can talk about some of the things that we forgot about too. And oftentimes there's so many things that an oil does that we forgot about that I'm so thankful to have the reference book, because I'm like, oh, I forgot I could use this for this. So yes, coriander is definitely one of those that has a lot of uses. And if you have a book, it makes it much easier to know what it's good for.
So true, so true. And I just this week talked to somebody about essential oils, and she loves oils because they smell pretty. And I was like, oh, you don't know like how much your world can be rocked by essential oils. They do so much more than just make your house smell good.
Yes.
Or your body smell good. Yeah. So get a reference book. All right. Well, anything else on coriander?
No, I think next time we talk about this one, you and I will both have it.
Yeah, we will. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. As always, if you enjoyed this, if you wouldn't mind leaving a review, it would really help us and it helps other people find us as well. So we would really appreciate it if you left a review. Thanks so much. We'll have a new episode for you next week.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.